Shalom! Welcome
Salam.
to Jay's Spurs chat. I hope you're all well. We've got quite a lot to go through tonight. Hope you're all well, and thanks for the likes and subscribes and keeping in touch, asking me questions and etc. etc. Yeah, so it's been quite a lot. Sort of breaking news within the last hour. I've put across the bottom there. The Spurs have officially agreed a deal with Bayern Munich for the loan signing of PAULINHA. Spurs will have an option to buy the midfielder at the end of the season for £27 million. Initially, this was expected to be a straight loan deal, but it's believed Bayern inserted the purchase option in fresh talks late last week. That's why it come thing. Spurs will cover the full wages, which is 200 grand a week. Just to refresh our memories, he left the Premier League last summer as the toughest tackler in the top flight. His total of 152 tackles was more than any other player by a distance and was the standout trait of the ex-Fulham enforcer. There were 13 yellows in that season too, underlining the bite he brings to midfield battles. And he will be a welcome addition, in my opinion, to the Spurs ranks. What do you think to that signing then, Dan?
Yeah, I like him, to be honest. Like I said, we spoke about it a bit before, didn't we, offline, saying that we know what we're going to get with him at the end of the day. I used to hate playing against Fulham because you knew that he was there to break up play, cracking into the tackles. And I'm glad that they've done it as a loan with that option to buy at the end of it. What is it, 26 million? I think it is, works out.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good buy, mate. To be honest, he's got experience. He plays international. Do you know what I mean? He's had some Champions League experience. So yeah, I think in that position where I think Bentancur sometimes looks a bit leggy, I think PAULINHA will be somebody that can come in and sit there and do a little bit of a job for us. So
John,
Sorry, Lou, we was just fucking flicking cockroaches about here.
Are you happy with the PAULINHA signing, Big John?
Yeah, I think we needed someone tough in the midfield, someone with a bit of ball bags. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only concern for me is that he had a knee injury last year, so I'm just hoping that he is over that, especially with the luck we're having at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That's the only concern I've got. But if he can reproduce his form of Fulham, I think he'll be a great addition. We've needed a really hardcore number 6 for ages, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. Since Musa's gone, I think Musa's Dembele's gone. We've not replaced that position at all.
Let's get this one out of the way before we go on to the friendlies. It's a sad day, isn't it, when a legend decides to leave your club, even though I don't think he actually wanted to go. That's just my personal opinion. But what a legend Heung-min Son has been. And I personally think, I don't know about you two, I personally think that it is sad to see him go, but I'd rather see him go on a high because we won the Europa League last year. And he has. I mean, I've got some stuff here. His career totals at Spurs are mental. He's had 454 appearances, 173 goals, 101 assists. These figures rank him as Tottenham's 5th highest goal scorer in history. Premier League Golden Boot joint top scorer with 23 goals and 21-22. Become the first Asian player to achieve this. Become the first Asian player to reach 100 Premier League goals in April 2023. Appointed Tottenham captain 2023. Led the team to obviously the league. I mean, you can't really say anything else about him, can you, Dan?
No, mate. To be honest, I think that first season, I think if you'd have flicked back 10 years ago and you looked at YouTube stuff of him, you'd just see this flying winger up and down, not afraid to crack it from anywhere and all that. And let's face it, that man is the ultimate, in my book, is the ultimate professional. He is so down to earth. He's got so much time for the fans, other players, his coaching staff, managers, whoever it's been. He has, and I know we've had debates about him and is it time for him to go? Do you know what I mean? A couple of years ago, he's not on it. Do you know what I mean? He's not performing, but it doesn't matter. He is still that man that basically has given his all, whether it's not been on the pitch, has given his all for Tottenham Hotspur the whole time. And he is a legend. He is absolutely a legend, mate. He's a winning captain of the Europa. So Do you know what I mean? And I'm so chuffed to bits that we've gone out with that. And you could see he was upset today.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the right time for him to go because I wouldn't say he's going to start.
I think
wouldn't say definitely.
Discussions, yeah.
I just think he's an ultimate. I mean, lovely chap. You just love him. The lovability, his smile, his happiness. Do you know what I mean? He just brings that buzz. And I said to you today, didn't I, before the game? You just got to have a look at the players were like running around, and when like the other day when they scored the goals and stuff, and even today when Johnson banged that one in after like a couple of minutes, his face, he was smiling, he's happy. So I mean, all the best to him. Do you know what I mean? Wherever it leads, if it is to LA Galaxy, all the best to him. Hopefully, we get about 15 million for him.
I was going to bring up that comment there that he said there. What do you think, John? Because I said to me mate earlier, I said I think they should have a statue of Son and Kane made outside the ground. To be honest with you,
Well, shit the bed, Kane. I'd love a statue of Sonny, and I'd love a statue of Greavesy.
Yeah,
Not
I wouldn't say Kane.
Cool. Well, we'll have to disagree.
He shit the bed,
Are we disagreeing?
Yeah, we're disagreeing. You
We'll
can't not.
He was too loyal,
Harry
wasn't he,
Kane
Sonny? He's loyal as hell.
He was loyal, and I would have felt really sorry for him if he had left without winning something, because he actually cared. And I do think that he will. Well, I'd like to think he'll come back for the right reasons, but I think they'll let him come back. Oh God, everyone's having a go at me about Kane.
I know, but do you know what? Right, to me, Sonny is all about the team and everything, and not about himself. Kane was all about himself, and we had to build or try and build a team round him eventually over our last, and I won't put Ange in here, over our last maybe 2 managers. So I think they saw Kane as that person they had to work it round, and it didn't work a lot of the time. Yes, he's banging in the goals, but I think sometimes he was just out for himself. Quality play, you can't doubt that. Do you know what I mean? I loved having Kane in the team, but Sonny, hands down for me, is the ultimate professional, and he has been since he's been here. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Everyone
on here about Kane. Anyway, let's go on to the North London derby. And I wrote down here, I said, well, I didn't expect that. Fair play to the lads and Thomas Frank. Because first half, they were organised, well drilled. Everyone knew their jobs light years away from last year. Arsenal struggled to create any real cut chances, in my opinion. There was no dangerous playing out from the back like last season. The defence looked solid. Defended set pieces much better against a team well known for being extremely dangerous from set pieces, especially corners. And we even looked dangerous ourselves from set pieces. Sarsgaard goal was sublime. No wonder he was grinning from ear to ear. And to be fair to him, he deserved that, because I thought he had a non-stop action display. I thought Kudos looked bright, always wanted to drive at the opposing players, and he also tracked back a few times to help out. I thought second half, especially with the subs come on, this is my concern with the season. I thought they dropped a bit, but we were resolute in our defensive shape. The only negatives that I could see were obviously we were toothless up front, need a striker big time. Also, when the subs came on, our level did drop. So this manager seriously does need to be back. And I didn't like I think there was 2 or 3 occasions, even Romero tried to dribble it out from the back. But I'm a happy man. I love beating them. And if they come out, if it's only a friendly, the Scum fans, you can tell them it's a load of bullshit, because they wanted that just as much as we do. I'll let you on the Newcastle game after, Dan. But what was your thoughts on that first North London derby outside of North London?
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When we play the Scum, we have to win. Shit bust. Yeah. That is it. I don't care whether it's pre-season or whatever. At every flipping age group, we want to beat flipping Arsenal, because I don't want to give them any flipping ounce of any sniff of them having anything to having a little bit of a dig or one over on us. So I don't care, mate. I thought the first half, I thought Frank got people in positions where they needed to be. This is the tactical side that we see of Frank, and people's positions, not overcommitting all of the time, but I just think defensively they were. So from today's game and against Arsenal, two different teams in how they set up and play, and you could see that massively. Yeah. We'll talk about the Newcastle game in a minute, but Arsenal rely on a lot of their wingers to do a lot of their work and cut in, and Martinelli and Saka, and we cut that out. So it left Odegaard to try and spread things through the middle, and they crammed the middle up with flipping Bentancur and Sarr, who I think has been absolutely immense since Frank's been here. Every game he's been absolutely on it. He has been that energy, that ball-winning person, the closing down player. His energy has just kept things going in the middle of the park for me, for Sarr. So I'm expecting big things from him this season. Could just do with him putting on a little bit of beef just to get a little bit more, because he still looks a little bit flimsy. But I tell you what, fair play. But I tell you what, I enjoyed it. It was a good half. And yes, you could see it did drop when we changed things. Kudos is fitting in well on the left-hand side. Yeah, we are in desperate need of a quality left-back in my eyes, a striker, and a definitely a quality number 10 position to sit behind and have that. Because I would happily have Paulinho or Bentancur and Sarr in that middle. It's just whoever comes in. And when I say number 10, I'm looking at somebody that's a bit like Maddison role, but is a bit more. It's got more movement.
Eze.
Eze. Yeah, Eze. Simons, whoever. We need to have somebody needs to come in. Whether it's Rodrigo from Real Madrid, I don't think we'll get him unless Levy pulls something out of the bag. We need something. I've been saying to you for ages. Why are we not going for Sesko? It's only Newcastle and Man United that are going in for him. Why aren't we going in for him?
Yeah.
Champions League.
Did you see that bit in the Arsenal game, Dan, when someone had it just outside our 6-yard box, and from nowhere, 4 or 5 players rushed in? I think that was Romero done his nutmeg. Yeah. That was brilliant.
Yeah, they're hunting in packs. They're hunting in packs, but you can see the drop.
Yeah. When the first team,
when different players are not there, and but I mean, look, they've done the homework. Whether it was a shit ball into that flipping Skelly, he's not a centre midfielder. He's a left back. So he likes to do that with his left backs, doesn't he? Because he put Zinchenko in there a couple of times. You know what I mean? And they're not flipping that centre midfielder. And fair play, it might have been a foul and maybe would never have been given in the Premier League because it might have been a little bit of a trip. But at the end of the day, quality goal. The closing down, there was 4 players around him. He had nowhere else to go. So, fuck it, I don't give a shit, mate. You win 1-0, you win 1-0.
To me, it was like when my Arsenal mate told me about it because he didn't watch it. I said, look, all I can say is I'd be more worried than you. I said, because you've bought these signs, blah, blah. I said, all it was Arsenal doing what they do every week.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lee said on Arsenal Fan TV. He was having a right rant. And he was going, flipping Arteta, this is the same again. We've got all we've got is the wingers, and if we don't do that, Odegaard's got nothing in the middle. And Tottenham did it right; they cut out our wingers and everything. So if we're seeing that now, imagine what they're going to be like 3 or 4 or 5 games into the season when it's not working for them. Jesus Christ! And don't get me wrong, they've signed some good players there. Some players that are not in the Premier League, apart from Norgard. But do you know what I mean? There's some good players that they've signed. Whether they're any good in the Premier League is another thing. That Gorka, Christ almighty. Playing in the bloody Portuguese leagues like playing in the flipping first division here.
Well, I might have egg on my face, but I've seen him against top teams before, Dan, and he gets bullied.
Yeah.
So I've put my hat down and said, look, I might be wrong. I might end up with egg on my face, but I don't think. I thought, well, maybe he'll do it at Arsenal because they create chances, but I don't think he'll struggle against teams with a low block, and I think he'll struggle against the physicality of the Premier League, to be honest with
you. Yeah, definitely.
Johnny, what did you think of the game, Tottenham v Arsenal?
Oh, I had to watch that with Arsenal fucking fans.
Oh,
you know
that's
what I
even
mean?
better.
So that was a bit of a. Oh, mate. Do you know what? Arsenal were just shitheads, didn't they? I can't believe he. I can't believe he played Havertz again. He's just dog shit. I enjoyed the Tottenham game. I enjoyed the aggression. Yeah. You know, but you said it all there. It was just it dropped in the second half, didn't it? Quite a lot, I reckon. You know, it could have been picked up a lot.
Yeah. Do you not think?
But we won the game.
Something. Do you not think, John? Do you not think he tries that? He tries that low block, and to see how they defensively cope. So, because today against Newcastle, it seemed for long periods, and I know Newcastle were hitting the ball around, like it seemed like they didn't want to go too far. They were like practicing if they were coming under.
Yeah, I think he just had to throw him in today, Dan. You watched the first half, what's the second? It looked to me like, for example, he would have probably thought, right, those lot that I put out against Arsenal, done it. Put the reserve or second choice or whatever you want to call it in against Newcastle, and they couldn't do it. It would have learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
Again, every statement that we make.
Yeah, I think Thomas Frank is holding his cards close to his chest, isn't he?
I do.
But what happens is the first 11, maybe 13, if you're lucky, are very good. But
you can't, and after that shit,
you can't rely on them to play maybe up to 60 games this season. Hence why we keep saying we need 3 or 4 more, because the drop off against Arsenal in the second half was mental. I was quite happy with the Johnson goal today because
but that was it. That's all he done.
Yeah, but he is better centrally. He used to come up in that sort of number 10 position for Forest a lot. But yeah, that is
if he's starting for me on the right, that first game of the season, I'm fucking furious.
You can't get.
I am fucking furious. He's fucking so flimsy, mate. I mean, I don't. Yeah, look, I said this to you earlier. Yes, I know he was our top goal scorer and stuff. But if you're just running onto that back post, yes, you've got to time he runs a lot. But a lot of his goals were those tap-in type jobs. And I just want more from him. He never gets the ball and drives at players. And I know Kudos is going to do that because that's what he wants to do. And physically, Kudos is going to be better at that than what Johnson is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Kudos
is miles better.
Dan, take us through because you watched the whole game. Take us through your opinions on the Newcastle match then, Mush.
I thought they were right the first 10, 15 minutes. I thought they weren't too bad. Newcastle looked a bit out of sorts, to be honest, and they've not had a decent pre-season at all. But I think he put his 2 main centre midfielders in there, in Joelinton and Bruno Guimaraes.
I saw that.
Yeah. Do you know what? I hate to say it. He looked good in there against our midfield, and that was Bentancur, Bergvall, and Sarr. And at times through that game, not just the first half, but the second half, they just literally were doing one-touch passes through us the whole time. And it just felt a bit disjointed. And I know we had different players in different positions. Danzo can't play on the left-hand side of that defence. I'm not being funny. He just can't do it. No, so we either sign somebody that's left-footed, because I don't trust Davis to go in there if Van der Ven's not playing. Then I think we need another left-footed flipping centre half, because he didn't look comfortable in there. He missed. He took a wild sweep for nearly for Gordon to fucking slot it in. It just wasn't. It just didn't. It didn't feel fluidity was there at all.
Do you think that he played Danzo at the left side of the defence to see how he'd get on? And if he obviously didn't get on, he's got to go to leave and say, "Look, I need a left-sided centre back, left back, whatever."
Yeah, but then you could say that about flipping Tell. He's not a striker.
Oh, I don't want to say
he's not, and I don't want to get on the. He's only 20 years old. I don't want to get on his back. He's not a striker. How many times was that ball pumped up to him? And even when Richarlison was there by Kingsky, I totally agree with if you're under the cosh, he's putting that ball up. But there's no point looking at the ball and then thinking, I ain't going to win this header. Go for the fucking header. Because too many times they're just jumping in front of the defender, and the defender's got the run on that striker. Do you know what I mean? And it's frustrating because the ball's just pinging back into the midfield. So 1 minute we're going forward, the next thing we're having to go back. It just felt really disjointed. I mean, Johnson's goal was good. Fair play to him. They got the opener a lot, but that was about it, really. There wasn't even... I think the whole game just felt really... I think it was because of, I don't know, maybe a bit of Sonny was going and stuff, not a lot.
That was... I've heard a lot of people saying, and I'll ask you, a lot of people have said to me, Archie Gray, that's the best game they've seen him play for Tottenham. But you're a bit of an Archie Gray fan. Did he look more comfortable then in the middle? Did he come on second half then? Did he? I'll see him in the second
whole
half.
time.
Pardon? Oh, was he? Was he not as good
Yeah.
as what they were saying? He was man of the match for us and all this.
Stages, he looked like he was chasing shadows.
Yeah. Did he?
I thought he was better second half than what he was first half. So maybe it's taken a little bit of time for him to get into it. Yeah, I'm changing my mind a little bit about him. He needs a good run. He needs a good run of games.
We're not in a position to, but do you think it'd do him probably good to go on loan?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, maybe, because I don't know whether he's gonna add that little bit that we want in that midfield. Do you know what I mean? Bergville was in there as well, so
How did Bergville
I love Archie. Yeah, he played all right when he came on and all right. But I think the key position is going to be us is that who's sitting there at number 6 to protect the back four. Yeah. Because fucking Basuma, that bloke can just fuck right off. He is fucking liability. And how he's not been sold.
Apparently, he might be going to West Ham. Talk about that later as well.
To where? West Ham.
He might be going to West Ham, yeah.
What deal with Paqueta?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I had a sniff of that flipping yesterday.
That's a good look.
See, I think
swap.
I think he'd be a good player for us in that number 10 role. Anyway, I mean, Archie Gray was good, mate. He was all right. When he got on the ball, he just a little bit positional play a little bit with him, I think. But then I think Joel Linton and Grameros have played there for 2 seasons now. Am I wrong? 2 seasons. So and they're sharp in there. And listen, Newcastle drag their 2 fullbacks sit out wide and high. So that was always 2 centre halves was massive today. Trippier and that didn't bomb past their wingers, but that is their out ball. So the wingers are up high, fullbacks are literally sitting on the centre. And Tottenham didn't really get to grip with that. They didn't really shut that down too much. They were quite narrow, and I just thought that today Newcastle got in and around us lot too easy for my liking. But it's pre-season, mate. So they're learning. Do you know what I mean? They're learning new things, but
it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I mean the goal should never fucking come.
I saw the goal. I thought
it was fucking slack.
Cutting against the wasn't he?
He cut inside, but it started at the top, mate. They were like really slow at closing them down, and then all of a sudden, ping, 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 and it's out to fucking Barnes, and then he's cut back inside and slide. But to be fair, it went through Porro's legs, but Kingsley didn't look at all comfortable.
No, beat him at his near post. So I looked at it a couple of times to see maybe it was just the power that beat him, but no goalie is going to be happy with in the near post, are
they? He didn't look competent. And then they were saying today, I could hear him on there saying, who's going to be number 1, Kingsley or Vicario? And they both worry me at this moment in time from what I've seen so far in pre-season.
Yeah, they really both worry me anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Maddison injury? Then it looks a bad one. And it's the same knee. He walked out of the stadium on crutches this evening. So, what do you think about that, Big John?
Is it another? Is it an ACL? Is it an ACL?
That's what they're thinking.
Got to wait for scans for the next couple of days, haven't we? But what's that? Another 9 months he's out for if it is ACL. Just claim the insurance and let him go. He should retire.
It's sad to see. We haven't seen the best of him. He played all right for maybe the first 10 games when Ange first came in. We haven't seen the best of him. His ankles are made of Weetabix, and now his knee.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Is that going to force him into the market then, John? Do you think?
Yeah, it's going to have to force him into the market, and it's going to have to force him into doing something. Because we can't go through with this with James Maddison again for another season, can we?
No. We're weak down the left. We're weak in the number 10. I mean, down the left, I'm on about left of us front 3, left winger, and left back. Because your doggy's out for 4 months.
And striker.
I don't know why they don't.
I'm not a big fan of Kevin Danzo.
I don't think you can. Like I said to Danny, I don't think you can judge him on today because he was playing on the left, wasn't he? You said, Dan. That's not his position. But I don't know why they don't go for that. Is his name Robinson from Fulham? I don't know why they don't go for him. You know, the left back there.
Yeah, it's Robinson. Yeah, the American guy.
I don't understand. I think they're going to have to do a lot of ducking and diving, to be honest with you.
I think we definitely need a striker, a top quality striker. We can't start the season with Kulusevski and Maddison out because there's nobody to go in there. I'm not being funny. You can't stick Bergville, Pepsar in there and all that because that takes out the energy that the number 6 needs protection in front of. So I just don't think we can start the season. I would just go and say, right, here's your 68 million as a come and sign. Because Arsenal are not going to trigger his fucking thing. They'll probably try and
we've never replaced Kane, have we?
No.
Apparently, at midnight on August the 1st, his clause stopped. I don't know if that means you can't activate it. I don't know if it means you can go in lower. I haven't heard nothing since that. So, but what do you think about this? Dan, why are no clubs going for Eze, including ourselves? What is going on? Why have none of the big clubs come in for Eze when he's obviously an outstanding player? There's no rumours of bad attitude. There's no rumours of bad training. I know he's 28. Why is no one going in for him?
I don't know. That's a good one because, yes, he's 28 now, but he's still, I mean, he's in his prime, isn't he? Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in his prime. He's a bit of a late starter. He's in his prime. He's the only thing I can think of. Did he not have a nasty injury at the beginning of last year? Has he not had a knee injury that's a bit tweaky?
I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is that amount of money on a 28-year-old, a bit of a medical side. Other than that, I said to you at the beginning, I said, why are we not activating him? He would have been the first person I would have gone and said, right, go.
All the Spurs fans across social media are screaming. Arsenal pulled out, by the way, Harry. So, but the fact is, like I said the other night, we were going to pay for Morgan Gibbs-White 30 million this year, 30 million next year. Palace want 20 million, 20 million and 20 million. So what is the problem? Or maybe it's Thomas Frank. But surely if you're Thomas Frank now, especially after, because he could play in the number 10 role, he could play centrally, he could play left wing.
Yeah, he can play across all those.
Surely Thomas Frank's got to say, look, can we afford Eze? Go for it. We'd get him, wouldn't we?
It's not can we? We can.
Yeah. You got any ideas, John, why no one has got him for Eze? He's a mystery, isn't it? Why doesn't anyone want him, John? No one seems to know the answer, do they?
I ain't got a clue, though. No. It's one of those, why?
He's a free, isn't he, next year?
God, I don't know.
Yeah.
He is.
It's worth the money. It's worth to have the money now. Spend it and get a couple of good seasons out of him.
Well, surely it's worth it.
Unless you can't say age bracket thing here because we've just gone and signed Paulinha on loan. And I know it's a loan deal and it's a position that we need a bit of bite in. So if you think about it, we've got Paulinho and Bentancur, which we're expecting to play the number 6 position. They're both one's 30 and one's nearly 30. So are they going to top and tail all through the season? Game here, game there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I just think we are in
a mess.
Yeah, I think we're in a bit of shit. And I think the whole Gibbs-White fucking debacle has put us 2.5 weeks back on anything.
But as I said on the last one, Dan, if you watched it, I don't know if you watched it all. I said last time what the crack was with the financial situation. Because Levy has staggered payments over, there's no ready cash. So knowing this, they should have sold already. Yeah. I suppose they can say Thomas Frank's had to come in and have his own views on the players.
Yeah,
I think that's.
But I mean, let's face it. How many games have played now? 4, 5.
I'd imagine he knows now, Danny.
Mate, I think he would have known after the fucking Luton and Wickham games.
Yeah. It's mental. Moving on then to this Bissouma. Yes, West Ham are reportedly interested in signing Bissouma. Spurs reportedly value him between 15 and 20 million pounds, and the interest appears to have some substance due to Potter's history with the player at Brighton and West Ham's pressing midfield need. After that, I saw there was rumours of the Paqueta getting involved in the deal because Spurs want him. So I'd say I'd be happy if they're not going to go for Eze. I'd quite happily do a deal with Bissouma, go in there and take that Paqueta, whatever your name is.
Yeah,
Johnny?
was he?
I don't know, mate. Don't know. I know he got done for. Did he get done? I'm not sure, but he was not getting matched.
He's not been. He got acquitted of it, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you be happy with Paqueta, John? John, what's he say? I'm in chat. Keep breaking up, Lou. Oh, he's frozen.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with that, damn it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I like him, mate. He's one of those players. He's a Brazilian. He likes a challenge. He's a bit like Bruno Guimaraes as well, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Running about all the time. I mean, he's some player. Fucking hell. Why don't you go and have a fucking say, how much do you want for him? We'll give you 100 million. Because I'll tell you what, our fucking midfield could do with someone like Bruno Guimaraes. Fucking awesome. You get Paqueta. I mean, what the fuck? Why would anybody want fucking Bissouma? He's absolute dog shit, mate. He's a liability, and he has been since he's fucking been here. We've not had the player that was at fucking Brighton. So if Potter wants him, let him fucking have him, mate, and we'll take that Paqueta, even if we have to pay 10 million. I think he's about 26 years old, isn't he?
I'd take him, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Moving on, I think you asked me about this last time. Spurs are very much in the mix for Xavi Simons, with further ground being made in the last 24 hours. They have presented their project and the terms they are willing to pay. Spurs have no issue, apparently, at paying the fee that Leipzig want. It's up to Xavi now to join the project, and the decision could be made after the weekend.
I reckon that'll get accelerated.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, he's a good player. I just think it's too good to be true, Danny. I'm not really getting excited about it, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm being pessimistic. I just can't. I don't know what the fee is.
The thing is, it's going to be around 60 odd million, isn't it? 50, 60 million. It's got to be around that mark. And to me, like we've said now, if Maddison's out now and it looks like an ACL, the way he jolted, it looks like a ligament's gone. So you're talking months now. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You've got fucking Kulusevski's. He's out. He's not starting the fucking season. We're in a bit of dire straits there because up top we've added Kudos. That's
it. Yeah. This is weird about Dominic, Dan, because he's supposed to have a slight knock, but he ain't played again.
Ankle injury, innit?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, ankle. But no, I'll tell you that. I like that Simons. I watched him a few times. The old Bundesliga, and I like him. He's a good player, and I don't even know that one you've just put on the screen there. That Enzo, I've never even fucking seen him.
Nor have I. So I've done some homework on him. I don't know if anyone on the chat. No, I don't know if Big Bad Rom knows about him. So I looked him up. Several reliable reports confirm that Tottenham Hotspur have expressed interest in signing him. He plays for Stuttgart. His style of play, his strengths are press resilient, calm under pressure, excellent at wriggling away from challenges, ball progression, great at carrying the ball forward and finding space between the lines. Vision and passing, plays clever through balls and quick combinations. Very good technically, very tidy on the ball with a low centre of gravity, good dribble in tight areas. Often plays as a left-sided number 8 or as a number 10 in a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. Works well in high-pressing systems. Good work rate, good engine, willing to press, though not as physically imposing as some Premier League midfielders. Last season, he played 31 games in the Bundesliga, 5 goals, 6 assists. Dribbles per game, 1.9. Pass accuracy, 85%. He was a key player in helping Stuttgart qualify for the Champions League, finishing ahead of Bayern Munich last season, which tells you how influential he was. 20 million euros is all they want.
Fucking hell. Why were they going to get rid of him?
Don't know. I had a quick look, but I'm not going to. I don't judge things. I won't come and say on here, for example, it's brilliant. So watch all the YouTube videos because they're not going to show shit, are they? But for 20 million euros, he can play in the left.
Yeah, too right. You'd take him.
Get him, mate.
I would send Archie Gray out on loan, and I would get a couple of other players in there. I'd keep Bergville because I think he is more adaptive to Frank's role in that centre of the park and how he likes to press. And I'm not sure whether Archie Gray's that fit enough to do that in the three that are going to be in there. So yeah, no, I would take that fucking Simons as a. We need to. We need to. I mean, if we can have one of them as a over.
I want Eze.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Yeah,
I like him, mate. He's a good player. It's just we just don't know why nobody's going in for him because nobody's gone in for him, have they? Do you know what I mean? There's not even been no sniffs or bids or anything. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen so many people on Twitter. Well, I keep calling it on X. Actually, tagging like Spurs official. Get Eze. I've done it myself. The last one. You remember this bloke?
Yeah.
Well, it says they may have ignited interest. He's valued at 43 million. However, these reports are viewed sceptically by many outlets as possibly driven by agents or PSG rather than a concrete Spurs pursuit. He didn't want us before. So I'm a bit like, well...
Yeah, why go?
Then again, I don't know, do you cut off your nose to spite your face? I don't know why he hasn't over there. I don't know.
He chose Juventus over us because of the position we were in last time.
Yeah. I'll say it. Big Bad Ron says Eddie's contract clause has ended there. Just before he came on there, Ron, we was asking, maybe you'll know this. We was asking this. Why has no big club gone in for Eze? Is it because it's now down to 60 million? Will there be more now? Arsenal pulled out. I don't understand it. I've done some digging. There's no attitude problems. There's no lack of effort in training or turning up for late for training or anything like that. We can't understand, especially us. But why hasn't anyone else gone in for him? Yeah. Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't do it there, mate. Arsenal have agreed terms with Eze. Yeah, they did, but apparently they've pulled out.
Yeah, they don't want to meet the terms what Palace
They don't want to meet the money. That's what I'm saying. Or is that very recent, Ron? Is that like in the last 24 hours? Because I'm maybe thinking...
They agreed terms with him ages ago.
But I'm thinking, if his thing run out on midnight on the 1st of August, and now you can get him for 60, maybe Arsenal waiting for that. I don't know. I'd be gutted if he went to Arsenal when I know that we could have got him. I just don't get it.
And at the end of that last game against them, and he's going like this, give me a call.
Yeah.
He's not saying, give me a call, I want to come.
Yeah. He is. I just don't understand. Especially now, Frank should have said to Levy tonight, go and get Eze. In my opinion.
Plays Bayern Munich, innit?
Yeah. They've got him, mate, because I'm quite happy with what I'm seeing from Thomas Frank. Dan, I'm sure you are as well. Obviously,
yes, yeah.
I don't think I've learned too much, though. I expected to see much more rigid formations. They know what they're doing, but it's the same old story of when the players get injured or suspended or have to be rested during games, we're going to be fucked.
Yeah, outside of our 13, we're knackered.
Yeah.
Because that intensity and the quality drops, and it's a massive, massive tell for us. If Dominic's not going to be up there, you can't rely on Richarlison. Fucking hell, the twat fucking missed an open goal.
Everyone hit the post, yeah.
Fucking hell. He's more worried about the post than just sticking his head on it. I just couldn't believe it. And Tell can't play up there. And I wouldn't even start Tell on the left. I'd start Odebel on the left.
Did Odebel play today, Dan?
And when he came on, I know they might use him to stretch teams when it's getting on a little bit, but I would start him. They started him against flipping the Gooners. Him and Kudos. And between the two of them, I thought they were a massive, massive threat. We just need somebody to sit in behind the striker and get a decent striker. That's why I just don't understand why we've not gone out and got a striker. Why have we not sold Richarlison? He's fucking shit. Why have we not gone out and got somebody? We're not going to keep Lancashire. why play him in fucking pre-season? You ain't going to keep him. Fucking get rid of him. Get him out on fucking loan again.
Yeah. That was another thing I forgot. I just forgot about that. What do you think? We'll probably disagree on this, actually. What do you think about Mikey Moore going to a season-long loan to Glasgow Rangers?
I think it's a good thing for him because I think last year showed so much that you're right, Ron. It's fucking shit. It is. Apart from Kudos, our front line's fucking shit. But yeah, Mikey Moore, I think it'll be good for him. I think it'll be good for him to go up there, play in Scotland, get a bit of nitty gritty football, because he's still young, mate, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? I just don't. I think you could see there was evidence last year, and I know at times we was hanging out and we had injuries and stuff like that. But he just looked so far out of his depth.
Yeah, he did.
So far. So I mean, a bit of experience for him. He's just played this season. Go on loan for a year, see what happens. Do you know what I mean? So I agree with it.
I will disagree again, Dan.
That's the first, because me and you normally don't disagree.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's because Simon's not. I always disagree with Simon. I'm happy with the loan move. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see how. I know he's going to get games. It's just so crap. The standard of football up there. I would have rather him go to a loan, even to a top
championship
team. Yeah, that's the only problem I've got with it.
Yeah.
But as a loan goes, I think that's fair enough.
I thought he would have gone to West Brom.
Yeah, because of the Mason thing.
Yeah.
But that's the only problem I've got with it. Do you know what I mean? It's the only problem I've got with it. Yeah.
See, we've been linked with that Rennes. We've been linked with that. What's his name? I can't. In fact, long name. That Rennes forward.
I don't know, but the only other one I know being linked for is that one at Leicester. Or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It just feels weird, mate. The whole transfer window, like I said to you, it's so quiet. It just feels really, really fucking weird. Now, if we can all sit there as fans and we can go, we need a striker, we need a 10, we need a fucking another midfielder, we need a left back.
I don't know if you know that, Dan. I see that. I'm definitely going to watch that. Daniel Levy is on the overlap tomorrow.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm going to watch that.
That'll be interesting.
But apparently it's about his last 25 years. Since he was. But the thing is, I've heard before that when he goes on these interviews, he knows what he's going to be asked. He's one of them.
Well, yeah. But they're all staged, aren't they?
Yeah, but they should be able to ask him. I want him to go on somewhere and be asked. Boom. Why aren't you going to ask?
He will never get set up.
No, he won't. No. I think we just got to wait now, because I think after. When's the Munich game? I don't know. I'm told that, but I think that he must know, and I think things have got to be done. I think a lot of players are going to go out on loan. Maybe
things need to move. Things need to move, and within this next week, because we're fucking. Why is everyone about Solanke?
No, I think we were saying in general, Harry, the forward line shit. If you provide service for Solanke, he will score goals. He's proved that at Bournemouth. But what we're saying is that we're saying the forward line is shit because sometimes they will play a forward three. So you've got Kudos on one side and Solanke. That's it. That's what we're saying. You've got no one from the left that's going to supply him with anything. His hold-up play, his work rate is exceptional. I don't think he will have to work as hard as he did last season. That's just my opinion.
No.
But yeah, say we have an injury to Kudos. What we're going to do we are in dire need of front players. I don't think we're saying Solanke's shit. No, we're not saying he's shit.
No, we're not saying he's shit.
He is a good goal scorer. You give him service, he'll score.
But he's not top quality.
He's not top quality.
Everybody else in the league has fucking quality. We don't. We don't. We don't have any top quality players up front. And I hold kudos in that as well. And I know he's young, and whether Frank can transform him.
Yeah. Well, I miss Kane as well. And Danny and Johnny had a go at me earlier. So I said I wanted a Kane statue. I wonder if Spurs will get him back. They've got option on Kane in January. for 54 million. Bring him back, man.
Would you?
Maddison be sadly missed because you call yes, but the biggest attribute any professional full player has is availability. I've always said it. And if you're not going to be available, it doesn't matter how good you are. But I do feel sorry. And he looked distraught, didn't he? It did look in some pain. I'd say that's 3/4 of the season out, I'd say. Especially if it's the same knee, which they're saying it is.
Well, if it's an ACL, it's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah. And sometimes you don't recover for that, do you?
No.
It's sad, though. You don't want to see any footballer go for that because no one touched him, did they? No one touched him.
You don't have to, mate. You see how my ACLs went? Nightmare.
Harry won't miss him. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at this. 44 goals. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? And he missed. Yeah, it's mental. Yeah, we are going to miss him.
We are going to miss him because Kulusevski can't play in that. Kulusevski can't play in that position.
Do you know what? I might get smashed here. I'm not a great fan of Kulusevski. I'm not, and I get hammered for that.
I've gone off Kulusevski.
But Maddison, the Leicester fans told me before he'll have a run of games, he'll get injured. He'll come back, take him a little while to get better, then he'll play brilliant for 10 games, then he'll get injured. I didn't actually believe him, to be honest. Because when he plays for someone else, you don't take much notice, do you? But it's exactly what's happened, isn't it? It's a shame because he's a good player.
Well, I mean...
Oh, John there, look. Do you know what? I love Koulis. And I'll tell you why I like Koulis, yeah? Kulu. Oh, I thought you said Koulis. I love his work rate, but every time that we seemed to break under Ange Postecoglou, it was always to him, and he looked like he was running in glue. And that's exactly just how he said, yeah, Kulu is stuck
I'll agree with that.
Tarmac.
And it's easier for him to give a foul away.
He winds me and you up, doesn't he, Dan? Because you've got the position pinned in the last third. And how many times were we chatting watching the games?
Well, the ball's got caught underneath his feet, and then the player gets it, and then he'll put his arms around him, or he'll just fall on top of him. I'm like, fucking hell.
Have you heard before? I forget, because I was telling Harry that, what is it? Apparently there's things in discussion where next year, I don't think it's this year, or maybe next year, I don't know the timing of it, but they're trying to do a thing where it's like a Netflix thing where you can watch your team on like a Netflix sort of stream for £10 a month. Have you seen that? Are you still there, Dan?
I am, mate. I'm not paying that, mate. My stick works.
I'm trying to find it on my notes here. Yeah. The Premier League are reportedly planning to launch a Netflix-style streaming service that would show every game live, just £10 a month, available in 188 countries. So my first reaction was, we won't be one of those countries.
No.
That's the first reaction, yeah. And the second was, and even Harry said it, that the big clubs won't allow that, man.
Of course they can allow that.
Yeah. Nah. They won't. I don't think. But we'll keep an eye out for that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've seen something else this afternoon, actually. Remember me saying about that flipping guy from Sporting, the long-haired Danish guy that you said's got Arsenal tattoos?
Did I? Who's that?
Hoijmund? No, HJ, HUMD, whatever he is. He plays. He's like a midfielder for.
He's coming to Arsenal tattoos.
Well, you told me he had Arsenal tattoos because I was the one that was saying we need to go and get him. He looks like he's a decent player, and the old Danish connection and all that lot. But that's started to whiff up a little bit again now.
It was bad enough, and George Graham had his bloody Arsenal patio.
I know. But other than that, we need to make 3 or 4 signings next week, and that ain't going to happen because Levy's in control. So we'll look forward to the last 5 minutes of the transfer window where we'll probably go and get another bargain basement.
I am actually, I'm going to stick my neck out here. For once, I think, especially with what happened today with Madders, I think he's going to have to. He has to.
Doesn't have to do anything, mate.
No, he's surely got to, man. We're in trouble.
Yeah, we are, but he doesn't have to.
Well,
you said the other night, you said about all the fucking financial stuff and all that lot. So we know what Levy's like. We've all wanted him to spend. But he hasn't spent when he's needed to spend.
I've got some news on that big bad Rom. The Morgan Gibbs White thing. They activated the clause, right? We all know that, right? But apparently, there was stuff within that clause that Tottenham weren't willing to do. So it is their bloody fault, isn't it?
Yeah, but they never chased up on it. You had that
No.
the story broke on the Thursday afternoon, and then nothing. There was nothing. It was all quiet from Tottenham. Nothing.
John's saying he has to, same as me. Yeah, I think he's got to. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that L's something, isn't it, Ron? Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Danny about. Don't know much about him. Seen bits of him. He's all right for Leicester, but it's not the sort of player. If you're aspiring to go at least into the last bits of the quarterfinals of the Champions League, you need to be buying better than.
Well, Levy stuck his neck on the line. He said, "We want to win the Champions League. We want to win the Premier League." You're not showing enough to me, mate, that you want to fucking go and win. You're not backing fucking Frank enough for me. So
they're not. He's not in a position to because of his own cock-ups, man. That's what I look at. Yeah, he's good on the ball. Yeah. I'm a little bit worried. As I said, I'm sort of half and half at the minute. I'm happy, like I said a minute ago, that what Frank's trying to do, and it's a shame, isn't it? Because he is a good manager, good coach, but it's not going to happen, is it?
No. Sorry, I just laughed.
For later or what? What's going on here? Is it?
I was just laughing at the lad. Huh?
We're going to draw a lot of games. Do you know what though, Big Rad Rom? I think, especially with PAULINHA, we'll do better against the big six what we normally don't, because I think he will stick there with that low block, PAULINHA and probably Benton. You know what I mean? And I do think again he's going to need some forward players, but I think we'd be a lot more hard to beat. I do think that. That's one thing I think they'll be better defensively, especially at home because Brentford. No big team wanted to go to Brentford away, and a lot of teams fell over Brentford away, didn't they?
Yeah,
even
yeah, but then you look at that.
Sorry, Dan.
Just say you look at. I don't know. I just feel a little bit. Do you know what? I was a bit disappointed today with today's game, considering it was Sonny's last game. They knew it was going to be his last game. And I want him to go out and fucking have a win. Do you know what I mean? And it felt just a little bit like the wind had gone from the fucking sails today. So I was a bit disappointed.
When you look at it tomorrow, Dan, you probably think, well, he had to try a few things. Like I said,
definitely,
You tell me that left back of the defence. I thought, bloody hell, he's probably trying that out. Hopefully, he'll say, look, we need something else. Like I said, in my opinion, right from the top right to the defence, the whole left side's a bit weak for me.
Yeah. I think when we've got our back four there, and that includes Udogie or Spence, I think we're okay. Especially Paulinho and having Paulinho in front or Bentancur, I think we'll be okay. It's just how many games is that Paulinho going to be able to fucking play, and how many red cards is he going to dodge?
I actually think they will rotate, maybe one every other game, or you know what I mean. I do think that.
Yeah.
Say you've got, let's just say for argument's sake, you've got Liverpool, and then you've got a mid-table team. You'll probably play Paulinho against Liverpool, Bentancur against the mid-table team, and so on and so forth like that. People like that. That's got. But remember I said before, he has known. I'm not sure. I think it was about 40, wasn't it? 40 million.
No, it was more than that.
That's 60, wasn't it?
It was 60, but that was euros.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Dan, he does like to play the double pivot. So you could also see again the big games like Champions League. You could see Bentancur and Paulinho there against the big sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was rumours that it's going to go up, but not substantially at all, the wage bill. I don't know if you watched me video the other day, What's the Point FC, but I explained all about why we can't spend money. We haven't got cash. We still have, to cut a story short, we owe 330 to 350 million pounds in past transfers because Daniel Levy has staggered it. This summer, they've had to fork out another 40 million quid for Moreira. So even though people are saying, he's getting us good deals because he's staggered it, he's done so many of them. It's now all coming to fruition. And he's thinking, shit, I've got to You know what I mean, Dan?
Oh, you do. I do, mate.
I think it's okay to do a couple like that, you know?
Yeah.
Big up. Yes, I think so. That's what we've been saying.
Yeah.
You're being very kind. Strong defensively, but average up top. I think we're
Yeah.
absolutely shit up top, mate. But yes.
I'm just, do you know what? I'm fucking astounded at how fucking Liverpool can just go out and fucking bid 100 millions left, right, and centre. And I know they won fucking nearly everything last year, and they were fucking here, there, and everywhere, and all that lot, and finished Premier League. But Jesus Christ, just fucking spending it like fucking no tomorrow.
That it's because they didn't do nothing last year. You know, pre-season in but I didn't look into it. They didn't spend hardly any money last time. But what baffles me is, if you remember at the start of the season on one of my videos, I went through a table of what actual cash there was. And we had the most, 79 million cash. Liverpool had 7.
Yeah, but that seems to like that 70 odd seems
Oh,
to
you
have
say
like gone.
Liverpool, what about Chelsea?
Yeah, exactly.
It must be something.
How can their squads? How can you? I mean, I wouldn't want to go and sign for Chelsea.
It's nearly 50 players. Chelsea squad. It's mental.
Yeah, fucking unreal.
Levy is the problem, mate, and I think
Levy is the problem. He always has been. We've known that for 20 years.
But football fans aren't stupid, John, because they will see within. So let's just give it the first 5 games. They will see what Frank's trying to do, how good he is at organising a team, etc., 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 and they will also see what they need and what Levy and the board aren't giving them, and the chance will start again. Do you know what I mean? The protests will only get louder and louder. This window, they're running out of time to say they've got to back him somehow. They have to, innit? But what I said, though, Daddy, is they knew all this from the start. So why didn't they sell at the very start of the window or put plans in place to sell as the window started? I don't understand. They've never been good at
and for me, I know what you're saying. For me, Frank and other people in the club would have known how shit fucking Richarlison, Basuma, Reguilon, all of these fucking players fucking are. You ain't going to keep them. Frank's not just going to come in and make fucking Basuma this fucking world-class centre midfielder because he's never been that world-class centre midfielder. He was playing at Brighton and he was looking good. Do you know what I mean?
That's part on syndrome. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Richarlison, in my eyes, has never been fucking good. Never. He wasn't good at fucking Everton.
Never worth 60 million. Was that just to appease the fans at the time? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So
you're right. The first week we should have gone, don't want him. Frank, what do you reckon? Yeah, okay. Fucking get rid of him. Let's start fucking getting some deals on. But they've not done it. They've sat back.
When have we been any good? For as far back as I can remember, we've never been very good at all at selling players, have we?
No.
Never. We've never been good at it.
No. We're shit.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. It's very strange. But I do think on this
I trust Frank and I trust his coaches because I've been watching what they've been doing in training, and the coaches are all right in there. He's right in there, and I like what I'm seeing from his coaching stuff and a lot on the sideline. Instead of seeing fucking Ange standing on the sideline with his arms folded, not saying anything, just letting the players get on with things. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can see the difference in the Spurs team already.
Yeah.
The problem is we've not fucking added. We've signed 2 players that were there last season, and we've added Kudos, and you can tell he's made a difference in a couple of the games. I mean, I thought he was brilliant against fucking Arsenal, and that's just a little bit of a taster. Do you know what I mean? Wait until he gets freaking 3 or 4 or 5 games into the season, and he's getting his legs in gear. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's going to be such a good fucking player for us. But the problem is our squad lacks fucking massive depth.
You know what they say, Dan? You can't make a silk purse out of a pig's ear. True enough, that is.
It is, mate, yeah.
Thomas Frank was only brought in to make us stable again. He was not brought in to challenge for anything. I think he was brought in to make us stable with the hope of challenging. This was his big break. This was his big break. Always potential. Yes, I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Levy, buy him young and hope. Yeah, Well,
Yeah.
hope.
Well, to make a profit.
Which is why I was quite astounded when they bought Gray for 40 million. Probably thinking he'd be worth 80 million. But we need players now. Just say we get free. All of those free buys, what they go and do now, if they do them, need to come straight into the first 11. Not bench.
Yeah, they need to be able to come into that starting 11.
Yeah. And I think you need, I've always said this, I mean, I've got kudos, but if they can get another one or two or three players that can come straight, it lifts the squad, man. It gives them a bit more belief. It gives them a bit more confidence. You keep seeing young players coming in. You're going to be thinking, yeah, good luck, treat him well, learn him. Where's the big players, man?
I know.
You know what I mean, Dad? If someone massive came in, like an Eze, can you imagine Eze walking in the training ground tomorrow?
Oh, I'd be fucking buzzing, mate. Absolute fucking buzzing.
It makes a massive mental difference as well, don't it?
Yeah.
You can't put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Oh, hey, we're all coming out of the phrases tonight, aren't we? Hey.
Let's just hope we go and make a statement signing, then, eh?
I hope so. Well, cheers for coming on, Dan. Must have had technical difficulties with Big John in Spain. You know what I mean?
Spain, is he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm off to Greece on Wednesday, so
see if you can spot any players over there, Dan.
Yeah, I might. I'm not too sure. Fucking on Santorini, how many fucking decent players are out there? To be honest,
you'll go over there and get pissed. And end up with some one-legged most coming back.
But that will be my location. That'll be my location for the for when we win our next trophy.
Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks to you all for the chat. Been brilliant as usual. Take care of yourselves, and shalom for everyone. Take care.
See you later, mate.